Hi guys, how are we faring? During this crypto winter. Okay, so I know this is probably a very tough time for a lot of investors out there. Okay, so but those of us here on this channel, saw it coming because I gave like a heads up on this particular crash. Okay, so you could actually check the video. We have the video here on our channel. So I broke everything down. Maybe I should go to the video section and show you that, and pretty much the market cycle. Okay, so okay, here's the video on the crypto market cycle. I broke down why there will be a crash this year, which is what's happening now. Okay, so but then here in this video I will be introducing our investment plan. Okay, so what we are going to be doing during this coming bull run, okay, and how we intend to carry as much people as possible along with us. Okay, so we actually want to open this opportunity to our investors. Okay, since we have the skill, have the gift of actually timing the market. Okay, because we actually understand the market cycle. I think we could actually carry investors along. Okay, those of you who want to be a part of us. Okay, so for starters I want to introduce myself and what I'm capable of. Okay, what I've done, my track record. Okay? So it's very good that we establish like some kind of trust here. Okay, so I have predicted the crypto market. Okay, I predicted this crash. Okay, back when nobody was talking about it. The video I showed you was sometime in May, but I started tweeting about it more often towards the end of last year. I kept putting out a lot of warnings, okay, out there, because I understood that this is bound to happen. I understand the crypto cycle. Okay, I understand what moves this market. When whatever is going to happen is going to happen, at least on the macro level. Okay, on the macro level, at least. Okay, so I have a lot of tweets here. Okay, or I have been putting out warnings here and there. Okay, I don't even know where to start, and not only on crypto, on other markets like oil and and co. Okay, I'm going to show you like the post I made about oil. Okay, so so you see I also make calls on pretty much every market. Okay, this was me talking about oil to $100. Who is with me? And you can see this was September 30th 2021. I said this in September 30th 2021. Let's see what oil did this year. Now as you can see, oil went as high as as $125, almost 126. Okay, so and also at the point of me tweeting about Bitcoin, giving all those warnings, let's see. Okay, we have a lot of, well, I first said it back in May. Okay, but I started tweeting about it strongly around end of November, December. Where were we in November, December? Alas, this was you can see it, this is December and this is November. Right at the top, guys, I started putting out this one. I've already started saying it around here. Okay, to before that point, somewhere around May. This is May. Let me try to get May. This thing, yes, this is May, around here, around the 50s. And then I started giving out a lot of strong warnings around the ending of that year. Okay, which was last year, around the top. That's where I started calling. Look at it. I'm not, that's why I screenshot this. You can follow me at the Redeem on Twitter. Okay, so you can see December 11th 2021. Look at where we are, December, right at the top, guys. So this is pretty much me, and look at where we are, 18,000, 18k. We're currently at 18k as of the point of recording this video. So if this does not actually help you trust me, then I don't know what will. I'm even making calls, like I've actually made a call on let me get that, on the NSC 30. Okay, this is my recent I made this evening, and let's watch it happen. So this is pretty much what I do, guys. Okay, and now I want people to leverage this, let's call it a gift, okay, or skill, okay, that I have of trying to understand, like I understand charts. Okay, I use it to read macroeconomic events, okay, and determine where the market is going for the most part. Okay, so that's what I do. So now I want to actually invite people to become part of what we're doing. Okay, so that's why I'm launching a crypto fund okay, this coming bull run. Okay, and in this video I'm going to walk you through what we intend doing. It's a very simple fund. Okay, nothing too fancy. This is not like a YOLO, like hold forever, or trading, or this is just a pretty basic fund. Okay, a 3A fund. Okay, so this is what I call our investment bible. Okay, this is pretty much our investment guidelines. So this fund is going to run from January 2023 to December 2025. This is like an approximation. Okay, so basically the fund is going to run from 2023 to beginning of 2023, okay, or even ending of 2022 to 2025. Okay, but for a basic for the sake of accountability, let's just round it up to January to December. Okay, now another thing is going planned as planned. This is how it's going to be, and the goal of this fund, which is my role, remember this is my role, okay, is to make the best investment, the safest, okay, the best and safest, let me put it that way, okay, very very important, and safest, the best and safest investments, okay, in this coming run. Okay, so our goal is to that's one, okay, to make the best and safest investment, and also to ride this coming bull run from bottom to its peak. Okay, so this is my first rule, to make the right investment, the best and the safest. Okay, nothing too risky, nothing too nothing just moderate, profitable, and safe investment. And then pick the bottom, like like I said, I have a gift, or I have a skill of doing that, and then its peak. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, that's basically my role here. And yes, this is going to run for 3 years. Yes, from 2023 to 2025. That's 2023, 24, and 25. Okay, now that means we don't want something that offsets this plan. Okay, I don't want someone at the middle of everything, you're like somewhere around ending of 2023 or even 2022, or maybe you see like a little dip, or I don't know what the story might be here, and then you think you want to just pull out something, that you're free to, but that's why we're putting this. There's a penalty for that. Okay, so if early withdrawal, anything that will make you want to withdraw your funds less than this time frame, will attract a penalty deduction of 20% of your investment. Okay, this is a normal thing everywhere. So this is an incentive to make people actually wait. Okay, wait it out. The goal here is to to wait out this whole thing. Okay, to ride the full length of the investment. That's the timing is what we have to our advantage. The timing. Okay, the timing is what we have here. Okay, there's nothing too special we're doing here. It's just that timing of going at the bottom and riding it at the peak is actually what's going to make the money here. And if we have people actually offsetting this plan, then there's no point of us doing this in the first place. You are going to upset your fellow investors. Okay, so if you want to do that, just bear this in mind that you're going to do this. Okay, remember these are the terms of this this fund, and you're going to agree by all of them if you want to be a part of us. Okay, now every investor now will have a coefficient. Now obviously this is a timeline. Okay, so I know that not everybody will join right at this point at the start January 2023. I know most of you might be watching this video somewhere along the line, but just know that there is an incentive for people who have actually been there before others. Okay, because I believe in the time value of money. Okay, so let's say someone that has his money in this fund from the day one January 2023, it's fair to say that he deserves more rewards than someone actually joined, let's say, sometime in 2024 and 2025 even. Okay, I'm not saying that everybody's investment is not important. Everybody's investment is very, very important here, but at least we have to acknowledge the time value of money. So your coefficient will be calculated by the range at which how long your money has been in the fund. Okay, so since we have 3 years, there are 36 months in 3 years. Okay, 36 months, that's 12 to 24 and 36 months, and this coefficient will range from 0 to 1. And how we calculate this coefficient is a simple math. The number of months active, like you have your funds active in the fund, like and then divided by 36. Okay, that will give you a number between 0 to 1. Okay, so for those who have their funds their for those who have their money in the fund for the full length of this from January 2023 to December 2025, your coefficient will be 1. That's you're entitled to 100% of the the investment, the return on investment. Okay, so and that's going to lead me to the second part, which is the returns. Okay, how are investors returns calculated? Okay, so now your returns are calculated via the deposit percentage. The deposit percentage, refers to how much, your share of the fund. Okay, let's say the fund is let's say 1 million. Okay, let's say I'm just trying to, let's say the fund is $1 million. Okay, so okay, so and you have like 100k, you brought like 100k out of the money. Okay, this means that your share 100k is like 10% of 1 million. This is basic math, like percentages. Okay, so that's it. So if it's basically like owning shares in a company. This is a fund, like the amount you bring is basically like it depends the share. Okay, but that's going to be like one of the factors for calculating your returns. Okay, your deposit percentage, which I've already explained, times the total investors return. Okay, that's the return on investment. Okay, let's say at the end of the fund, or at the end at that period, we have made, let's say 100%, or let's say 90%. That's what I mean. Okay, so the return on investment of the fund, that's what this implies to. Now times this investor coefficient we're talking about, which is from 0 to 1. Okay, so if you do it, it's going to give you the investor's return. So and here I've explained what every term means. The deposit percent means the percentage of the investment. The total fund, total investors return is the total return for the investors. Okay, excluding the fund management fee. Yes, we actually collect a fund management fee of 20%. Okay, so let's say this fund. Okay, so after running this fund, the fund managers, which is me and my team, we are actually entitled to 20% of this fund, and which is a very good, this is very, very good, because a lot of people say give them half of the thing, because yes, it's fair if you do it that way, honestly, because they brought the brands, we are the brands, and then you brought the money. It's like a 50-50 thing. Everybody's doing equal thing, because without the brands there won't be returns, and without the money there won't be an investment. Everybody is doing his own work. But here we just said, okay, 20% is enough, because we want people on board. Okay, so that's pretty much it. 20% for farm management. That means you are taking home 80% of the investment. That is excluding your coefficient. Remember, your coefficient plays a very important role. So if your coefficient is 1, yes, you're entitled to 80% of the investment. So that's basically it. So just to recap, so let's say the investment, I think I should change this to the investment amount. I think this should be investment amount. I will change that later, but maybe this deposit percentage is kind of being too technical, but it's just the money you brought to the fund. Okay, let's say you brought 100k of the fund. Okay, now this times the return on investment. Let's say I'm just throwing numbers here. Let's say we made 100% return on investment. Okay, and then times your coefficient. Okay, your coefficient. Let's say if you have a coefficient of 1 or 0.9, I've told you how to calculate that. Remember, this is going to exclude like the fund management fee. Okay, which is 20%. So let's say in this case, after minusing that, this will be like, let's say 80%. That's excluded. I'm just giving you like, I'm just throwing numbers here. Okay, I'm just giving you an ideal situation of how it's calculated. So times obviously your this guy. Okay, your coefficient. Okay, so that is going to give you your investment amount. Okay, that's pretty much it. So in this case, someone who ideally did this is going to get an 80k return on investment. That means you're going to get 80k. This is your return on investment. Okay, return on investment, that's plus your obviously your initial investment account. So that means if this is like this situation, you're going to be going with 180k when you invested 100k. Okay, ideal. Okay, but we are looking for more than 80%, guys, and I'm going to show you that that's very, very crazy. Okay, so okay, maybe I should change this to, let me change this just to make it a little bit more clear. This should be like your investment amount. Okay, investment amount. Okay, so it doesn't confuse you. Okay, investment amount, let me just put it that way. Investment amount. Okay, Yes, I think this is better. So that's pretty much it. Now, what else do we have here? I've already explained the investor coefficient. Now, what's the meaning of the yes? What's the meaning of the investment? After everything is remaining, because obviously there will be like a little bit of remaining funds after the whole calculation because of the investment returns, the investment coefficient rather. So let's say some people will have 0.8, some people will have 0.7. Okay, this is going to create extra distance that should go around to those who have had their money in the fund. That's why it's very, very important to join us. We have carefully planned this so that there's incentive for those who actually join the fund earlier than others. Okay, it makes sense, it is fair that way. Okay, because their money has been there more than the others. Okay, it makes sense that way. It's very, very fair that way. Okay, so the remaining is going to be shared back to the investors. Okay, according to the coefficient. So you are going to share the money again according to everybody's coefficient, because obviously the earlier investors are going to have more more of that because of their coefficients. Okay, this coefficient is very, very important. It's something I've seen with other investment funds, and it's something that is actually there to help people get an incentive to have their funds earlier than others. Okay, very, very important, guys. So now the principal currency of this investment, is going to be the US dollar. That's the USDT. Okay, so the reason for this is obvious now, because we might have investors from various regions around the world. Some people might tell you they're using the rupees, some naira, some cedis, or that. We don't want that, so that's why I want it to be one currency, and which is the US dollar. Okay, so and basically it's going to be the crypto equivalent, which is the USDT. That's theta. Okay, so if you want to make an investment, you basically send theta. If you don't know how to convert your local currency to to theta, inbox me after this video, and I'm going to explain how to do that. That's not even a problem. I just want it to be in USDT. Very, very important, because that's to help calculations and everything. Okay, you can see that everything we're doing here, we're doing it in dollars. Okay, just for accountability. Okay, so by the way, the link to contacting me is going to be down below. Okay, for everything, for anything at all, for both extra explanations and extra investigations and inquiries. Okay, so the minimum investment amount is $10,000. Okay, so yes, there's a reason for this amount. So it might be high for some people, but we don't want crowd. That's just the simple truth. So $10,000 is the minimum investment if you want to join us. And then the reward, okay, our aim is to make 100x of our capital. That's our target, because we have actually projected that within this time period, okay, we're actually growth is very exponential. Okay, so within this time period, we're actually projecting 100x return in the crypto market if things go as planned. For make the best investments. Okay, but then we don't also want to make it too risky. So whatever the market gives, even if it's a 10x, a 50x, we're also okay with that, so far as a huge profit. But this is like the minimum we're actually projecting, like a 10x on investment. And even on this 10x, let's say the fund is a 1 million fund, like we're able to raise 1 million for this, as $1 million for this. Okay, a 10x on 1 million is that's 10 million. Like imagine making 10x on your investment after 3 years. That's crazy, guys. That's very, very crazy. Okay, so not to talk of when things actually go to plan and we make 100x. Okay, that is 100 million. Okay, so but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We still want to keep everything open. So whatever the market gives, we're going to take, but we are going to try our best, guys. Remember my rules here, guys. Very, very simple. Just three: make the best and the safest investment, pick the bottom, and ride it all the way to the peak. That's this. So I need your cooperation here. I need your trust, guys. I need your trust. That's why I started this video with showing you guys what I'm capable of. Okay, and you could actually for those of you who have been following me, you guys know that I'm a huge respecter of risk management. I'm a very principled trader. Okay, I believe in risk management. That's my number one core value in trading and investing. Those of you who actually follow my channel follow me on social media know that the very first thing I preach, in anything investment is risk management, how to manage risks out of what I'm doing. Okay, so trust me when I say that I have the interests of my investors at heart, and I'm going to make the best and the safest. That's why I'm very, very, particular about this one. The best and the safest investment, and then obviously leverage my gift or my skill of picking tops and bottoms in the market, because I understand the market cycle, I understand the macroeconomics of the crypto market. Okay, very, very important. This is what we're leveraging here, guys: the timing and the skill. Okay, so a lot of you, I would obviously not be a hypocrite by not, determining the risks, not stating out the risks. But here's the thing: so far as crypto remains in existence, within this investment period, within the next 3 years, our plan is destined to work. Trust me, okay? Unless, for whatever reasons, crypto goes poof, okay? But we have seen that crypto has gone mainstream now. That crypto is too big for me. Crypto is too big to, kind of, go away, okay? The worst that can happen is, market going down, and obviously it's going to go up, over time, okay? That's like the worst that can happen. But is it going to be here? It's actually the future. Web 3.0 is the future, okay? It's not anybody's choice. It's what is bound to happen, because the world will keep going on, okay? Technology is going to keep advancing. That is how it's been, okay? So we're not going to be the first. It's still going to even continue, after us, down to our children and their children's, okay? So that's it. So our only role here is to make sure we're making the best and safe investments, okay? What is the returns and all these things, let's leave that to the market. Okay, let's focus on the goal here, which is to, stay safe and make the rational and the best investments possible. Okay, so also we have for those also actually asking about the security, the safety of the assets, we have made extra steps to ensure, the safety of assets, and, unsecure, and, crypto wallets and platforms. For those of you asking about, the security of the assets, the safety of assets, we have made extra steps to ensure, the safety of assets, which is, the whole point of everything. Okay, on secure, crypto wallets and platforms. Okay, so we're using the best. Okay, so and obviously we're not, being careless about it. We're only going to be going there, once in a while, to kind of, check things. Okay, so this is not even active trade. This is finding assets, invest in them. Maybe if the narrative around the market change, we actually change our investments also. So everything is safe and secure. Okay, so I don't think there's going to be any case of the platform being hacked. Let's say the platform you're using being hacked. Okay, but that's the platform you're using is very, very, I don't want to say, okay, because of, obviously what I'm saying, talking about the safety of assets, obviously. But yeah, it's a very big platform, it's a very big wallet, the best in the game. So that means, they are going to be very, very hard to hack, and they're going to give us some level of security. Okay, so now the last one, there's going to be shareholder meetings every quarter. That's every 2 months. We're going to come together and we're going to give you updates on the fund. Okay, so it's a very basic fund. It's a very simple, plan, and hopefully after these 3 years, this is going to be the only work you're going to be doing, because if things go as according to plan, I'll make this. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be legendary. Trust me. Okay. All you just need to do, all I'm asking of you is your trust, guys. This is I'm capable of this. Okay, so I need your trust and your cooperation so that we can make the most out of this. That's why I want to get people on board, so that we can utilize my skill, my gifts, to the maximum. Okay, so, and if things go according to plan, okay, like the way we've laid it, which it should, okay, unless the crypto market, doesn't exist, sometime around 3 years, but that's very highly impossible. Okay, the worst that can happen is, markets going down and up. That's volatility, but the crypto market is here to stay, and if it's here to stay, then you should be a part of this. Okay, you should be a part of this. This is going to be huge, guys. I can't pause. If you think what you've been seeing, in the past previous crypto bull runs are crazy, you don't have any idea of how big this coming 3 years is going to be in the crypto market. Trust me, you have no idea. Okay, I understand macroeconomy of, the crypto markets, and I've seen the indications and I've seen everything. This is going to be big, and that's when we want to carry, as much people as possible along with us. Okay, so we need you and you need us. Okay, we don't want to be going into this massive opportunity with just some money. Is small compared to the big plans we have. and that's what we want you guys. Okay, we want you to be a part of this. And trust me, after this fund, because there are going to be many funds after this. After this, the next fund, you actually want to be a part of it, and you actually want to call your family and friends too. Okay, so that's why I want you guys to be a part of us, guys. So if you have any questions or any inquiries, the Telegram contact is going to be down below. The email, everything is going to be down below. Contact us, contact me. Those of you who follow me on, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, you can contact me on my company anywhere, and I'm going to explain everything to you. Okay, anyhow you want it. Okay, this is a huge plan, and that's why I'm ready to give 3 years of my life, invest 3 years of my life into this, because I know it's going to be the best investment I'm going to make over the next 3 years. It's going to be the best investment I'm going to make over the next 3 years, and I'm sure it's going to be the case for you too. Okay, so the links to contact me are going to be down below. So make sure to contact me, and I'm going to explain everything in however you want. If you want more further clarification, and if you want to be a part of the fund, you can start coming in now. I know I'm recording this video sometime in June. Okay, so but you can actually start coming in. Okay, the earlier the better. Remember, you have a coefficient working to your advantage or to your disadvantage, okay, depending on how long you are going to be in the phone. Okay, so the earlier the better. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm going to see you guys on my social media, on my WhatsApp, on everywhere, because I know you guys have a lot of questions. I'm excited to jump on it. We have all the time till when the fund starts to clear this, and there are going to be subsequent videos also if there's a case for that. But it's a pretty simple fund with very simple terms. Okay, and by the grace of God, this is going to be the best 3 years of our lives up to this point. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm going to see you there. Stay safe, and let's do this.